Pro-Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, distinguished guests, graduates, parents, families and supporters. Different kind of podium today. Thank you, Professor Malazzo, for a most generous oration. And I'm delighted to be able to offer today's graduands my warmest congratulations on your achievements and to wish you all every success for exciting futures that lie ahead of you in the world of medicine and science. It is always an enormous privilege to participate in a graduation ceremony, which celebrates the literally world-changing and life-transforming power of education. Nottingham is particularly special for me, as this university has been formative and life-changing for not one, not two, but soon to be 3 generations of my immediate family. As you've heard, I was born and raised in Boston, Lincolnshire, and by now you know that I'm also a massive fan of Boston United Football Club. But when I was a child in the early 1960s, and my father had newly arrived from Paris with a thoroughly decent degree in engineering from the Sorbonne, sadly, that degree was deemed unacceptable in Britain. However, it was the University of Nottingham that rescued him and us by granting him a place to undertake a second degree in mathematics and physics. Now, aged 4, I can dimly remember a very boring graduation ceremony in Nottingham city centre and getting pretty fidgety. So when I came to Nottingham myself to study medicine in 1982, it was really with a very strong sense of family history in the making. And my father even gave me a rather threadbare old coat that he'd worn whilst walking around on the same campus 2 decades earlier. And here in Nottingham, you also meet some truly famous people. Sir Andrew Whitty, our former Chancellor at the university, and the former Chief Exec of GlaxoSmithKline, was accommodated alongside me in Wortley Hall. And I'm really privileged to have trained in academic public health here at the University of Nottingham alongside Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, the Director General of the World Health Organization. I've undertaken almost all of my clinical and public health training and much of my subsequent career in and around Nottingham. I owe it to the late Professor Richard Madeley of this university for the fact that I ended up in the specialty of public health. Now, I've been a long-standing member of the professoriate in Nottingham, and it was from that role that I departed on secondment to the Department of Health and Social Care as England's Deputy Chief Medical Officer in late 2017. Little did I know what was coming. I was equally grateful then to be able to return in the spring of this year as Pro-Vice-Chancellor for the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences. It has been the biggest privilege of my working life to have been part of the scientific and policy teams that supported the country in facing the COVID-19 pandemic, without doubt the largest global public health crisis in a century. Now, I predict that COVID will remain with humankind forever. However, vaccination, itself developed from basic science performed at universities, has proved to be an amazingly cheap public health miracle that has enabled societies to reopen, and it is the main reason why we are once again enjoying graduation ceremonies in person. Now, I know that as students, you have faced particular challenges with your education during the pandemic. I want to pay tribute to your resilience and determination to progress in your studies. And I also want to thank my many colleagues at this university, represented by the procession today, who did their very best to keep learning going through that time and to keep campuses as safe as possible. So, to every graduate in the room today, I would like to say this. First of all, medicine is not an easy career, but it is one that is extremely rewarding, and it is an honourable cause. You are attending this ceremony because your personal endeavours have secured a prestigious University of Nottingham degree in medicine and surgery. This is a defining moment in your personal and family history, even if you cannot yet see where your journey will eventually take you, just as I could not see when I graduated in medicine from here in 1987. Education, along with access to high-quality universal healthcare, is almost certainly the greatest gift a society can give to its citizens. And once imparted, it can't be taken away from you. Its benefits are permanent and they are lifelong. So be very proud that you've qualified as doctors. Be very proud of your education in this city and this county. Use it as a springboard to future success in your careers, wherever they take you. And use it to form the bedrock for a life in which you will always be prepared to study. In medicine, you'll have to anyway. And always to learn and develop. Challenge your own and other people's thinking as you go through life and now go on to serve society. As new graduates at the beginning of your careers, or perhaps at an inflection point in a career that started somewhere else, congratulations to you all for this amazing achievement. Now go and use the education and skills you've gained to play a major role in society. Take this opportunity and shape the kind of world in which you now want to live. Congratulations and well done to you all.